Good afternoon. Let's continue the next concept. So, instruction pipeline design. Okay. So, how we have to design a pipeline based upon the set of instructions which are to be executed. That is a concept, and some of the standard designs we have. One case study I am considering here for the discussion purpose. Since it is a design, hope we will get one of the explanation question in examination you can expect. Okay, fine. So next, so what do you mean by the pipelined execution means? So whenever we have many instructions, set of or group of instructions which we have to execute one after another, that time computer architecture prefers pipelined manner, means one after another. So meaning is what? Instructions moving into the execution stage one after another in some order. Okay, so here set of instructions we calling it as stream of instructions. Okay, so what all the minimum phases or stages of any instruction when it undergoes for execution is, you all know, fetch, decode, execute, write back. In our lower semesters like third, fourth, we studied 4 stages: fetch, decode, execute, write back. Now as we go for a high performance, if we expect high performance in the pipeline, we have to segregate, or we have to be very specific with respect to each of these stages or phases. So what the specifications we have is, one is fetch and another one is operands fetch. Okay, so the difference between fetch and operands fetch is, here fetch of instruction. Okay, fetch of instruction. Okay, that means add, minus, that means subtraction, star, that means multiplication, division, and or, so etc. These all belongs to fetch. Operands fetch means, so this means values. Okay, this means values. So values means, if we have one instruction called 2 plus 3 which is to be calculated as answer 5, here first fetch means only this. Okay, so here operands fetch means what? So the value or the values 2 and 3. So now decode means understand. So next comes execute. Execute means perform this whole operation. So can we write this execute before operands fetch? No, because operands are execution happens only when we have operands called 2 and 3, and also only when we have work, name of the work, that is plus in this example. Okay, so what is this last write back? It is to update the result. Okay, okay, so now we have one important note: some of the processors will take more cycles for execute. So here what we have is 3 number of execution. You can see here execution 1, 2, 3. They are not different. So when memory is participating in work, see here I will explain. I will take a scenario. This is a processor, this is cache, and this is memory. So when processor want to execute some work called plus, and one data is present, that is 3, and another data is not present, that is 2. So that means how processor will execute? First data 3 is available, it will get it, but for another operand it has to search in the memory and get the result. So this will take a time. So this time is it will try to shrink this fetch time by this. We have some algorithms or some technologies which we are going to study in the next this in this slide, next 2 to 3 concepts. Okay, now comes why we need more execution is whenever the instructions are complex or the instruction is complex, that time we should have many stages of execution. So it is advantage as well as disadvantage. If program is simple, like a simple arithmetic, that time the same computer unnecessarily resources are there, but we are not using because the operations are simple. But not all the time we can expect all operations will be simple which are supplied for a computer as a program. So most of the time nowadays programs will be complex. Why complex is they all are user friendly. So say for example bank transaction, it looks very simple for external, but in reality lot of operations will take place in the background. So those all will be treated in the bunch called complex. Okay, so for us it looks very simple, but it is a complex. See, and what we expect bank transaction, online transaction, it should be in terms of minutes or less than a minute. Okay, like a phone pay transaction, Google Pay, etc. So what happens here is see the phone pay works on different hardware mobile, minimum configuration mobile as well as Apple phone or some high end configuration. Both will take same amount of a time. Then this hardware is less than this hardware. Still, how we got the same amount of time taken by the transaction on both computers is because of pipeline over the network, pipeline architecture over the network. Because of that, so even though we execute one phone pay transaction in a simple phone and very high hardware configuration phone, both will take a same amount of time nowadays. Okay, because of multiple execution. Okay, now comes we have one example program how even though hardware kept the small configuration, it is possible to attain less time. Okay, so how it is possible? See, we took 2 examples. This is one part, above is one part and below is one part. Get a value from a memory called Y, load onto R1, search for memory Z, get a data, load onto R2, perform R1 plus R2, get a result R3. Whatever is result R3, store it in the position of X. Okay, hope this will be good for us with the diagram. So we can expect here, so this will be Y. Okay, some other memory, it will be Z. Okay, so here I should write outside. Okay, so next take data from Y, load on to R1, take data from Z, load on to R2, perform both addition. Whatever the result we will get, keep it in R3. From R3 store the location which is identified by X. Say here we have 2, here we have 3. So take 2 and 3, get a result and store here. So this is what operation. Similarly, we have one more bunch. From B position take R4, from C position take on to R5, perform star between both values, get result and store result in memory location A somewhere here. Okay, that's fine. Next, this is one scenario. So what the author explains here is, okay, now see, first two are load type. first two are load type. So what we can expect is they both execute correctly without any problem. Fetch, decode, instruction, issue. I think I have to explain here in the previous slide. I forgot, sorry. Fetch, decode, execution and write back. Now it is issue, because operands fetch is separated. Fetch is separated, so we have issue, execute. In earlier classes we studied only one execute. Now it is 3 execution because of complex works. Okay, coming for the next now. Here 2 instructions, y, location y in the memory to R1, location z from the memory to R2. So they will execute as usual. So how many cycles we have took? 8. Fetch, decode, instruction, execution 3 times W. So always you remember, fetch, 2 fetch cannot execute, but 1 decode and 1 fetch is allowed. With that idea we have got up to this. Now to finish next execution, next instruction is what? R3 is equal to R1 plus R2. So to get this instruction, writing a value from memory Z on R2 should finish. That's why once W of second instruction completes, then only you can go for issue of next instruction, because it is dependent. If these are independent, we would have directly done like this. See, now this dark circle is idle. Actually we would have drawn here separate, so we will get a idle phase. Okay, so once it gets 2 values called R1 bracket, R2 bracket, then it will calculate. See, it is a simple work. So hope in these 2 stages there is no work, but we cannot neglect, we cannot hide 2 executes, because what we assumed is 3 execution pipeline. So even though it is simple like 2 plus 3, which can be executed in only 1 execute, we have kept 2 executions and write back. So what is definite thing after this is, see, that means 12th is definitely answer is stored in R3 right now. Okay, so now comes storing of R3 onto memory. When it is possible, when, see, okay, so now the storing of R3 onto memory X is possible only when, see here, for calculation purpose we have to wait till right, but for store purpose means what? We don't need to take value. We are not using value for calculation, so no need to wait till W of previous. We can start at last execution of the previous. Also I mentioned, so where R1 R3 finishes is here. Actually, sorry, okay, here only R1 plus R2 is completed. These 2 are idle already. So actually if we would have tried here, we would have got, but not all the time it is a plus. This will be plus, it may be sometimes complex. So for that reason we are issuing next value little late, that means at end of the execution. So now you take this, that is memory B and 4, and memory C. So that means what? Both are independent. That's why they are executing in without any, if you take only this part, they are not executing delay, but there is a delay between fetch of memory B and decode of memory B. That is not because of this present instruction, it happened because of a previous instruction, that is storing. During store the processor was busy, so it was unable to issue the next operands. Next comes calculation. As I mentioned, calculation, we have to simple calculation we would have got immediately after the first instruction, first execution. Still we have to wait because the datas should be, not all the time we can expect simple like a plus or star. Sometimes it will be complex. For that reason we have to wait. Next comes why we should not execute or issue here only. for last, because unless it finishes its execution, so that only when it finishes execution, then only R6 is taken and loaded onto memory A. So whenever it is a store type, we can issue at end of E in the previous. Okay, you can make a note here.